Dolphins fans, hold on tight. The offensive line is crying out for help, and everyone's asking, is Eichenberg finally going to step up? And that's not all. Darren Waller's set to make his debut in Week 4 with a situational package that could flip the script. And on top of that, a springtime personnel shakeup just blew up behind the scenes thanks to the latest move from Mike McDaniel. Man, this could change everything this season. If you love the Dolphins, hit subscribe, drop a comment, and share this so we can hit 1,000 subs and show the power of our fan base. The team's been facing some big decisions off the field, and that's bound to impact what we see in the next few weeks. Think you know everything about where the team's at? Trust me, there's more than meets the eye. Before we get to the main story, let's lay out the full picture. Coach McDaniel updated the status on a few players and left fans with more questions than answers. The big question, when will some of the key pieces actually be back on the field? And it's not just a who's playing or not issue. This goes deeper, shaking the confidence of the fan base. Every week there's a new update, but the truth is, the offensive line and the supporting cast are in a fragile spot. This is way beyond a simple injury problem. Here's the core of it. The offensive line needs immediate help, but it's not coming from Liam Eichenberg, at least not anytime soon. McDaniel confirmed he's dealing with a chronic issue, and it'll be a while before he's back. That's a tough pill for any Dolphins fan to swallow. And it doesn't stop there. The team's got decisions to make about other players like Andrew Meyer, who could come off injured reserve soon, and even Storm Duck, still dealing with an ankle problem. That's a lot of headaches for a coach in such a key unit. Meanwhile, the kicker situation is heating up too. Riley Patterson is expected to be signed to the active roster officially, with his practice squad elevations maxed out. He's been consistent so far, but fans are asking, can he handle the pressure until Jason Sanders returns? It's that old story. An NFL season isn't just about talent. It's about durability and making the right calls at the right time. With so many questions hanging, the real question is, do the Dolphins have the depth and smarts to keep this season from slipping away? Now I want to hear from you fans. Do you think the Dolphins can weather this wave of injuries and stay in the playoff hunt? What's going on behind the scenes with the Dolphins is next level stuff. Between roster moves, situational packages, and players coming back from injury, this season could take a turn no one's expecting. Every new piece of info can shift the team's future, so you gotta stay tuned. The next update will blow your mind. The season's just getting started, but things are already heating up on and off the field. Fans feel the weight of the past few games, and Miami's atmosphere is full of pressure and expectation. Everyone wants to understand what's going on with this team. Nobody saw us start this rough coming. The 2025 Dolphins promised so much, and now they're facing a brutal stretch right out of the gate. And when hope starts to fade, fans look for answers. Someone to reignite that fire that was burning strong in training camp. The timing's delicate, and it's crucial. If the Dolphins don't react now, things could get even messier down the road. The NFL doesn't wait for anyone. Adjust fast or get left behind. That's exactly where a big development comes in to shake things up. After 3 weeks of worry, the Dolphins are getting a special boost. Take note, Darren Waller, the veteran tight end who came out of retirement to suit up in Miami, is set to debut in Week 4, Monday Night Football against the Jets. That's right. He's back in action. Waller's been recovering from a hip injury that kept him out of training camp. But now cleared by the medical staff, he's ready for McDaniel to call on him. Limited snaps at first, sure, but enough to start making an impact on the offense. Here's the exciting part. Even without being ready for every play, McDaniel plans to use him in strategic situations. That means in critical moments, third downs, or in the red zone, Waller could be the game dash changer. The big question. After a year away from the NFL, can Darren Waller still deliver what fans are hoping for? He came out of retirement for this shot in Miami, and now it's all about how his body holds up and how McDaniel uses this offensive weapon. And I gotta ask you, fans, is Darren Waller the piece that can save the Dolphins season? Will his return get the team back on track? If you think the Dolphins story is calm, think again. Eichenberg, Waller, and McDaniel's recent moves are shaking everything up. The next updates could decide who shines and who struggles on the field. Hold tight, because the next news will get your heart racing. Have you noticed how much of a puzzle the Dolphins' offensive line has been this season? Young left tackle Patrick Paul has talent, but still makes some mistakes. Aaron Brewer shines as the center in his second season, proving some pieces work perfectly, but reality hits. Not everything's clicking like Miami hoped. Rookie Jonah Savini is struggling in pass protection, with inconsistent anchor and twist execution. On the right side, it's even messier with injuries and constant shuffling. James Daniels, a big signing at guard, went down with a pec injury in Week 1. And Austin Jackson hit injured reserve before Week 2. Larry Borum's holding the swing tackle spot, but instability continues. With 3 different players snapping at right guard, before the third game, then comes one of the most surprising offseason moves. Miami brought back Liam Eichenberg for 2025. On paper, it made sense, his experience and versatility in McDaniel's system, but honestly, fans and analysts weren't thrilled. Things quickly showed they weren't right. Eichenberg arrived at training camp listed as physically unable to perform, and 2 months later, there's no improvement. McDaniel confirmed Monday, it's a chronic issue, and his return will take even longer. It's frustrating. Miami bet on a 1-year extension after 4 tough seasons, and now he might miss a big chunk of the 5th. The offensive line, already hit by injuries and inconsistency, takes another blow. The veteran's dedication and prep are always praised, but that doesn't help when he's sidelined. The decision to re-sign him, which had some logic at the time, now looks like a misstep in the 2025 offseason. So Dolphins fans, I gotta ask, do you think Miami should have looked elsewhere to strengthen the line? Or is it worth waiting for Eichenberg? Share your thoughts on social media, drop a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any Dolphins updates.